Hey, this is Don Kryptonium, the member of the Cosmos community in the depth of the bear market. Nearly the max pain. Today I'm going to discuss Umee, one of the Cosmos app chains. I'm also going to discuss the price and present to you the platform. Is it worthy investment? Is it not? But remember, I am not financial advisor, but to help Don Kryptonium, you can actually do one thing. You can go there and smash the like button. Also, let me know what you think in the comments. So, Umee, one of the app chains of Cosmos. What Umee does, if you ever used Aave on Ethereum, this is similar thing, but in this case, this is IBC. So Aave, as it states, borrow and lend today. What it means, you can use Umee to deposit collateral and borrow against it to do some of your investments. As of now, I believe that would be mainly speculative investments, and hopefully, as the DeFi space matures, it will be more productive investments. I want to start from the tokenomics and the price, and later on, I'm going to show you the platform. So it's important to talk about the tokenomics because this is well-funded project, and this is why it also seems interesting, because I was thinking, why if we are going to get very long bear market, right? Many projects are going to collapse, especially those that do not generate revenue or those who don't have cash reserves. And only few will be able to survive, those who are able to manage their funds well, and those who are well-funded. Don't be hopeful that the next year there will be bull market. You know, a lot of investors lost the money in the recent events, so don't expect those investors to have trust and float crypto with the money. Market cap is at $15 million and circulating supply is at over 2 billion tokens with the total supply of 11 billion. And this is uncapped. It means that after these tokens will be distributed, there might be certain inflation, maybe also burning mechanisms. We don't know. But this is total supply that will be distributed. For such a small market cap in these market conditions, the volume is still somehow there. So fully diluted $72 million. So this one would be at $72 million. And I want to jump to the funding, right? Because this is one of the most funded chains in the Cosmos, to be honest, when it comes to the app chain. And they have quite strong niche. So seed round, they raised over $6 million from Polychain, from Coinbase, and a few others. I'm not exactly able to recognize this here. But the real money happened later in the initial, on the coin list. You know, they listed in 2 rounds 500 million tokens, which you can calculate is around 5% of the total that will be released in this initial schedule. And you can see that the token price of these rounds was 6 cents and 7 cents. Those who invested are 90% underwater. So that could mean it's actually quite bullish. Though when looking at the investors, they are not really underwater. And I want to look at this vesting schedule that we have. So if you look at this public rounds, the token unlocks already happened. So we know there's like a lot of people that are underwater. Probably, maybe they sold, maybe not. We are early on in the private round sales, but there is like, we are getting this, the price of the token compared to the investment is maybe some would say fair valued. I don't want to speculate on that. We still have some release from the funds. And you, of course, can see all of that. So Team got 15%. We have Labs, which is probably something like Treasury, got 10%. Close to 50% will go to the community. So I believe liquidity, bootstrapping, etc. And now let's go to the platform itself. You know, like for how much? I also like, so this private round was around 1.4 billion tokens, I believe. So these ones should be still 100% up, and we will see if the investors will choose to leave the table and save the money, or rather for them it's like long-term investment, which at this price is hard to imagine, like, heavy dumping tokens. There's no liquidity for that. So let's go to the app and actually test the platform a little bit, right? So as you can see, there is I'm going to make it a little bit smaller so you can actually see what's going on here. Total supplied is over 200k, so you can see it's very small platform as of now, probably not that many users. And if you ever used Umee, so what you can do, you can of course supply the assets for borrowing, and then you can borrow against these assets, usually in over collateralized manner. And if you need other tokens, if you need to get exposure. Important is to point that this is also not only exposure to the Cosmos, but also to the Ethereum ecosystem. So there is the bridge, which I believe is very important, as Aave limits you to the Ethereum ecosystem. With Umee, you will be able to use in the interchain, so you will be able to deposit Ethereum and borrow Atom against that, right? I'm waiting to the point where we can deposit crypto tokens and probably borrow, we can borrow the stable coins, but how we can use those loans to the productive purposes, because you need to understand that if you do the borrowing to speculate on the other crypto assets, it doesn't really it's non-productive investment, but rather drive the speculative asset value up. That's it. So I'm going to try to use it, and I will be honest, I'm using this for the first time. So this is the markets. Here is the dashboard. I believe after I'm going to do this, stake dashboard and voting dashboard. So I'm going to start with the markets. I have some Atom. So let me transfer a little bit of Atom. I have 4 atoms available in my wallets. Maybe I will do 2 atoms and I will transfer. So how it works, as we are in the interchain right now, you need to know I'm using Kepler wallet, so it's probably most popular. Some people use Cosmos Station. IBC is different, that we are not one ecosystem. It's ecosystem of chains and app chains, such as Umee. So you can see this is different blockchain. So when I deposit, I send them from the Cosmos blockchain to Umee, but it's not bridged. This is still native asset. It's not been wrapped, but it's being set to other chain. This is how IBC works. The bridged assets would be Ethereum assets, and then we can move them in the IBC between the different chains. So I'm going to transfer this. This is the transaction cost. And after I transfer, I should have on the Umee chain transfer successful. Let me open Kepler, and I can go to Umee, and you will see that under Umee, well, I'm not seeing this yet, but I should have some tokens. I believe it might be a little bit longer. So as the IBC transaction is usually a few seconds, regular transaction is few seconds, the IBC transaction could be a little bit longer. But as I deposited, I'm going to dashboard. Can I do it? So first, I'm going to supply it. Okay, I already have it on Umee, but it doesn't show in the Kepler. Okay, it shows now. So there's 2 Atom. What I'm going to do, I don't really want to go heavy. So I just want to use half of my Atom to test it. So I'm going to supply it. Half of the Atom should be below $5 value. And I don't have Umee. Important. If we need to use chain, we actually need the tokens. So I'm going quickly to Osmosis, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to deposit some assets. It could be, I actually have some Osmo. So I'm going to swap Osmo to some Umee. Not much. So I will have 27 Umee. So that's how you do. And well, it's good to show, because that shows people how you can actually get some asset. So as I already have Umee, I'm going to withdraw this to the Umee chain. And after a few seconds, maybe 20 seconds after this Umee lands, I will try again. I'm trying to supply, and now I will be able to actually pay gas. Okay. So I should have Umee now. I'm going to deposit again half of the atom. As you see, I have enough for transaction. It's cost it's close to 0. Okay. As you can see, I have supplied less than $5 of atom, and I want to see something. If I'm already earning this, if I go to manage, I don't see anything, because in the markets, if I supply atom, I'm earning APR. So I think as I supplied, I'm earning the rewards in Umee. But also beyond supplying, I can borrow against these atoms. So, for example, as I would rather have something maybe productive, I probably would use the stable coin. But I can also maximize volume, so I can borrow something that pays me the most, and it's weirdly the actually atom here, right? So how much available atom I could borrow against this atom? Let's not pretend it's quite unproductive investment, but that will pay me most. And as you can see, it's 70%, or it's over collateralized. So if atom price, I can't lose on it because this is all in atoms. So I can actually maximize this for the yield to earn in Umee. Of course, this is just yield farming, and this is not very productive investment. You can actually loop this, but as we expand in the ecosystem, you can actually use the other assets, Ethereum, borrow stable coins, and hopefully do some productive investment. So this is the introductory video. I hope to show you a little bit more. I hope to show you the Ethereum in the next part. You can actually see the collateral and how much I borrowed. And I nearly maxed out my borrow limit that is over here. So it's probably worth to end it. Remember, be cautious, pay attention. I think there might be some opportunities with the app chains, especially if there is a lot of money. Because once again, Umee raised a lot of money, 38 million in total. How much was it? Let's just go here. Yeah, it's total 38 million. So it's really well-funded chain. And even if the token performs very badly, seems the chain will be able to sustain for a few years. Okay, so is it opportunity? Maybe. Remember that the investors are still not under the water. So we will see what they do and how maybe they try to help. The fact that there is Coinbase investor doesn't mean that maybe Umee could be listed in few years, but it doesn't mean anything. I think it depends. If in few years we really get the app chain rhetoric, then we will be successful. If we don't get app chain rhetoric, yeah, that will be not. But if there will be app chain rhetoric, the Coinbase and other exchanges might want to list the app chain. So with that, Don Cryptoniums out. Till the next time.